Welcome, Gemini. I am very happy to have you here. I'm sorry about that noise if you can hear it. My cat is playing with one of her toys. I'm sure she'll stop soon. She seems to have stopped. In fact, she's coming to say hello. If she comes to say hello, you're very privileged, Geminis, because normally only Betty helps me with the readings. Right. Okay, Gemini, sorry. This is your reading for April 2022. It covers kind of the whole of April. Whenever you find it in April, there should be something in the reading for you. Or really, indeed, whenever you find it, I would say there would be something in the reading for you, because for me, that's kind of how tarot works. I feel like kind of all these readings are timeless, really. It's good for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and any other significant Gemini placements. So watch whatever videos you see fit. It's a general reading, okay? Whatever energies come out is what comes out. It might apply for you to love, career, personal development. It's sort of up to you to apply it to you as you see fit, but if I see any obvious themes, I will let you know. This is for the Gemini collective, okay? So not every single message is going to resonate with all of you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not try and make a reading fit if it doesn't fit, please. Having said that, if you're here, I do believe there will be something in the reading for you. I do believe you found this video for a reason. Okay, I'm going to start with Oracle. I'm going to start with the Sacred Forest deck, and then I'm going to move into Tarot, and then I'm going to finish in the Believe Your Own Magic deck, because this deck has a habit of confirming the reading, but we will see. Before I start shuffling, I just want to say... Well, actually, I just want to cleanse the space, actually, because I normally do that off camera, but I forgot. So it's just going to be 3 loud rings, okay? I did sage, but I forgot to just sound cleanse. Sorry, I do normally do this off camera, because... Yeah, well, maybe, you know, it just helps you tune in as well and give yourself, like, the next half hour for yourself. These monthly readings tend to be about half an hour long. What I was going to say is, before I start shuffling, I just want to say thank you to everyone. I really appreciate your support, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your DMs to let me know the readings are valuable to you. It really makes a difference, and it also just helps the channel grow, apart from making a difference to me personally. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so. It does help me pick up on your energy for the readings, because it is kind of sending a message to the universe that that's your intention, that you want me to pick up on your energies. So yeah, right, let's start with an oracle for you, Gemini. Okay, what does Gemini need to know for the month of April, please? What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know for the month of April, please? What does Gemini need to know for the month of April? Thank you. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I've got 2. I don't feel I need more than 2. Playfulness, number 15. Meandering pathway, flow, number 24. I'm going to give you a bit of time to look at these wherever you can. I'm sorry it's a bit shadowy on the camera because it's quite late, so the lighting in my room's not the best. We've not got any natural light. Those of you who are new to the channel, I do like to give you a bit of time to look at the cards wherever possible, where it doesn't interrupt the flow of a reading. So especially at the beginning, and especially when it's these oracle cards as well, because they're so beautiful and they're a bit bigger and you can see them on the screen better. The reason being that I think the universe has various different ways of winking at us, nudging us, and there may just be something in the card that has significance for you, and that is a synchronicity for you in some way, or means something to you, yeah, without me even having to say anything. If that is the case, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I mean, I'd kind of like this to be collaborative, which is a bit funny when it's a YouTube channel, but you know, you can see things in the cards as well. Playfulness, so feels like Spirit's asking you to kind of, or acknowledging that you are already in this kind of almost fool energy, like the Fool in tarot, I do often take the oracle cards back to tarot, so it's, what is it though? It's not, that's not quite the best words for it. Because Fool energy often to me feels like getting stuff done, but to me this is even more carefree than that. It's not, you know, it's not even about getting things started actually, it's just about sitting in that energy and being carefree again, and actually not worrying, somehow setting aside some time for yourself where you're not worrying about responsibilities so much. I don't know, kind of just detaching, not in a irresponsible or unhealthy way, but just finding that time to kind of detach from your responsibilities somewhat and just kind of have fun. For some of you it might be that you're revisiting a hobby that why am I so drawn to that blue butterfly? Let me finish what I was saying. Some of you might find that you're being drawn to a hobby that you used to do as a child, like you're revisiting it. So you're kind of sat in that energy. It's a good energy to be in because, you know, like when you first start learning about a subject, like you kind of, it feels like there's less limitations there. I just thinking about like when I, just give you an example to try and explain what I mean. When I first started photography, like say I'd be trying macro shots and like, because I didn't have the technical knowledge that like maybe the lighting was too dark and that I shouldn't be trying this macro shot, like I'd just try it anyway because I didn't like know that technically it wasn't the best conditions, and because I was kind of putting aside that kind of knowledge, well I wasn't putting it aside because I didn't have the knowledge, but because I kind of didn't have that knowledge I just approached it in a different way, and like you end up getting some good shots still that way because you're not like, oh it's too dark, I shouldn't even attempt this, because I don't know, somehow it just works out, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's the kind of energy that I feel you're in. So yeah, it is a bit full, but and this kind of really goes along with that card as well. It's just like going with the flow, not worrying too much about the outcome. It's like you're not kind of worrying like too many steps ahead on the path. Yeah, it's nice energy. I like it for you. I don't know if you're in this energy as you're watching this reading, or if April might be opening you up to this energy. Or Spirit's kind of trying to say to you, like, maybe try and get in this energy. It can be a useful energy to get yourself in if you do just want to get things started. Yeah. Okay. Right, now we've set the... Oh, they both reduced to 6. They both reduced to 6. We've got 15 and 24. Interesting. 6 is the card of the Lovers, I believe. Which is your card, Gemini. It's your card in tarot. I like that. The year we are in is the year of the Lovers. The date 2022 also reduces to 6. So if you're not in a relationship, maybe that's a pointer that, you know, things are good for that this year for you. Or if you are in a relationship, maybe it's an indicator that things might like level up for you. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. 2 6s is interesting. Okay, no, that's too many. Let's see what tarot has for you. What does Gemini need to know for April, please? What does Gemini need to know for April? What does Gemini need to know for April? What does Gemini need to know for April? What does Gemini need to know for April, please? Oh, bloody hell. Oh my goodness, what has come out? Flying out. I haven't looked at these yet, but what has just come flying out face up? Well, I've got 2 cards actually, but on top another 6. How's that? How is that, Gemini? I like it. Underneath is the Empress in reverse. Interesting. So the 6 of Wands was on top of the Empress in reverse. So the 6 of Wands, I mean, you can see in this particular 6 of Wands card, she's kind of there in the limelight, putting herself out there. It can be a card of victory and success. There is a feeling that this woman in this card really likes an audience, so I don't know if some of you might be kind of stepping into a role where you're more seen. Maybe you're more seen by the public in some capacity, I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. 3 6s. Maybe you're seeing 666. Which isn't bad, just because it's the devil's number. Right. You've got the 4 of Pentacles, and underneath, I'm just showing you these first because they came out face up. So you've got the 4 of Pentacles, and underneath the 2 of Swords in reverse. 4 of Pentacles is about holding on to things that don't serve you. So the suggestion is there is something, I feel like you'd like to let go. You'd like to let go of something, but just because we logically want to do something doesn't necessarily mean that our heart follows. Or you're trying to make, the 2 of Swords is a card of making decisions often, so it feels like you're trying to make the decision to let go of something, but I don't see it happening, I'll be honest. Could be a love relationship, could be, take it as it resonates for you, could be various different scenarios. Anyway, let's see what come out here. Oh, another 6. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, it isn't really, is it? But Temperance. This Temperance feels important. 4 of Swords reversed. Six of Pentacles came out. It came out in reverse, so this is indicating to me that someone is giving more to something than another person. Like, so for example, in a relationship, someone is giving more to the relationship than another person. Like, feels to me like it's you. I should actually add to the intro of all my videos that when I'm talking about energies, and the roles can be reversed, so I can be talking about a person or a thing, and actually it could apply to you, and it could be that it's swapped. It's not always easy to tell where the energies are coming from, especially when it's collective energy. So the Temperance card as well is about balance, and you see this is an imbalance here between you and someone. There's not equal give or take. I'm connecting this to this thing you're trying to make a decision about with the 2 of Swords. But you feel quite shut down. The 4 of Swords here is giving me a shut down feeling. It doesn't always do that. In fact, I don't even know if it's ever done that before. What's the 4 of Wands upright? So It's often a card of taking time for yourself, healing, but it feels a bit like shut down to me. Like, this is not to judge you, Gemini. It's a state our body goes into when our body when our nervous system believes we're in danger. And it can believe we're in danger for all sorts of reasons. Not necessarily that we actually are in danger either. And our logical mind can be saying we're not in danger, but our nervous systems can tell us something else. And then one of the states we can go to is a shut down state. It's like a trauma response, fight. I never say this, fight, flight, freeze. The shutdown is the freeze aspect of that. It's the way we're wired. So that it feels to me like, but that's interesting though, because that tells me that you have possibly withdrawn your energy from this unequal give and take situation. Okay. And you see how like the Temperance card here is kind of mirroring the symbolism on the Six of Pentacles with the kind of like infinity symbol, which says to me here temperance is about balance. Because temperance sometimes can be asking you to be patient, asking you to wait, can be kind of about divine timing and stuff like that, but I'm getting the sense it's about some sort of balance. It's interesting it's come out between the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Why is the Six of Wands covering the Empress in reverse? That's what I want to know. The Empress in reverse, let me show you the card. The Empress in reverse here is suggesting me a little bit of a lack of care towards yourself, a lack of investment in yourself. Gemini, what's going on? I'm going to pull some cards on this for you. The way the Six of Wands was covering it was quite curious. Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here for... Why is the Empress here for Gemini, please? Why is the Empress here for Gemini? Four of Wands in reverse. Why is the Empress here for Gemini? Sun. Why is the Empress here for Gemini? Queen of Pentacles. It's like you've reached a milestone of some sort. Spirit is saying, why aren't you celebrating this? It's like, I feel like you've been a bit down on yourself, Gemini. I feel like you've actually achieved so much, but you're not honouring it. You're not seeing. You're not seeing. God, you've got the Sun, Gemini. The Sun's the bloody happiest card in the deck, but it's like you're not seeing it. You're not celebrating yourself. And you know what? Like, if you were your own friend, What would you be saying to yourself right now, Gemini, if you were your own friend? This is what I want to ask you. If you were your own friend right now, you would be celebrating you. I know you would. I strongly feel that you would. Like, I don't know what's going on in your life here, but the strong message coming through for whatever reason is that you've come really far, like you've achieved loads, and I think in quite difficult circumstances. Like this woman, this Six of Wands, she's achieved a lot, and this card really stood out for me when I was shuffling, because we were talking about sixes anyway, and then a six came out, and it was the first one that came out upright, and it's like, you are worthy of being seen, you are worthy of being celebrated. You're actually worthy of reciprocal relationships, even though I feel a relationship or relationships around you are not reciprocal in a way where they should be reciprocal. Some relationships shouldn't be reciprocal. When you're a mother or a father, you know, those by their very nature are unequal relationships, but this feels like a relationship that is unequal, and it should be equal, and you are worth that equality, and you are worth celebrating, and your achievements are worth celebrating, your victories are worth celebrating. Yeah, but somehow I feel like, to a certain extent, this you're not shining a light on your own achievements, Gemini. It's hard, I know it's hard, I know. We don't always see ourselves in the most positive light, and that's a bit what it feels like here. And you know, you've got the Queen of Pentacles come out, like she's, you know, she's built like a great life for herself, and it feels like it's time for you to sit down just for a second and kind of enjoy the life that you've built for yourself. I don't know. I'm still not 100% feeling connected to this Empress in reverse energy for you though. And I've already pulled 3 clarifiers. Well, I mean, it's probably just that someone's putting you down a bit here. Because, you know, the Empress upright is... Well, see, she's very nurturing and caring. Yeah, I think it's asking you to put some of that nurturing and caringness towards yourself, Gemini, because you're so often putting it towards other people in a way that actually is a bit out of balance. I mean, it's coming under Temperance. It's a bit out of balance, and with this as well. Yeah. Okay. So, what have we got going on here in kind of future-ish energies, bearing in mind everyone has free will, you and other people? Where might these kind of energies be taking you? Oh. For a moment there, though, I did get, sorry to go back to here, I did get the sense that it feels like someone's overshadowing you. Is that the right word? Overshadowing? Oh, it feels a bit like someone's stolen your limelight, but not literally. Feels like someone might have taken credit It's like, oh yes, it feels like someone's trying to take credit for your achievements. That's why you're not celebrating yourself so much, because someone else is trying to take credit. Someone else is trying to take credit. I wonder who that is. I don't know if there's any advice for that for you. Guess the ball. Guess it's. Why did I want to say the ball's in your court? That doesn't actually feel appropriate to what I've just said. Maybe that has meaning for some of you. Yeah, that kind of would explain why this Six of Wands came out over the Empress like that. Yeah, someone's trying to take credit for your. Because the Empress puts a lot of care and attention into like growing and nurturing. I don't know. A garden's coming to mind for some reason. How random. Like, it's almost like I don't know, say you live with a partner and like you've put loads and loads of effort into like tending to your garden, like probably even put financial investment into tending to it, and your time and your nurturing ability and your care and your attention, and you've worked on it so like bit by bit over time, and then you have a party and friends come round and everyone's like, oh, your garden's beautiful, and like your partner's like, oh, thank you, I know, I worked so hard on it. I don't know, that's a random example, but if it like actually applies to any of you, then so be it. But I don't know, that sort of thing. Oh yeah, because the Queen of Pentacles as well. Yeah, she would. The Queen of Pentacles would tend to a garden like conscientiously. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe someone like me. Yeah. I don't know. Something like that. Right. What are you struggling to let go of here, Gemini? Should we pull some cards on what you're struggling to let go of and what you're struggling to make a decision about? Let's do that for you. Christ. Sorry. Holy moly. I don't know what to say. Hierophant. This can mean lots of things. Wowzers. Everything was starting to make sense, and then this got thrown up, and I'm just like, Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands, they're both going off in completely different directions. Great. So what's your decision? Your decision's between what? Because Knight of Wands is about creation, desire, passion. The Knight of Cups feels like a slightly more steadier love. Feels like there's a choice between a kind of steady, solid love and wild passion. Obviously this isn't going to apply to all of you. That feels like what the choice is between. Hierophant can be a teacher, a mentor, can represent your values, beliefs, dogma. Dogma would be the more appropriate word. Struggling to let go of dogma, some of you. I feel like you're on the brink of making a decision though, with the Two of Swords coming out reversed. Also because we do have the Death card, which heralds in new beginnings. It's not a scary thing or a literal thing. Okay. I don't know, I kind of... I kind of feel like we've got... Feels like you've chosen the steady love over the unbridled passion. Whatever that means. I mean, this doesn't have to be a decision about romance. You can apply these energies that I've talked about to other areas of your life. Maybe it's about a house move. I'm just trying to think of examples of these energies. The Knight of Wands would be like something not very practical, like a windmill. And then the Knight of Cups would be like a cosy bungalow or something. Oh my god, where am I going with this? I've never likened knights to houses before. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that. And you're like, well, yeah, it'd be wild living in a windmill, but like, if I ever wanted to sell it, who would buy it off me? There's practical things to consider here. Let's just buy the bungalow. So, in that sense, then, the Four of Pentacles, to answer the question we were trying to answer, what are you struggling to let go of? Struggling to let go of the more crazier kind of unbridled passion energy of something, and choose a kind of steadier, more solid option. Or you're on the brink of making this choice. I don't know. What do I know? I'd love to know. If that makes any sense, let me know in the comments what your Knight of Wands represents. It feels like a choice. I mean, obviously you don't have to let me know in the comments because it's personal to you, but I'm just nosy. Why is the Knight of Wands looking at the Hierophant? Hierophant can represent religion as well. Doesn't make sense for the Knight of Wands to be looking at the Hierophant, to be honest. The Hierophant would feel like the more steady, structured energy. I guess maybe the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands are just having a bit of a face-off. I don't know. I don't know, Gemini. Yeah, okay, so maybe you worked or belonged in some way to like an institution of some sort whereby it was quite rigid and you had like loads of ideas for like how to make it better, how things could be done differently, how better stuff could be achieved, but because it was such a rigid, structured environment, you kind of just didn't feel like your kind of passionate, creative energy fit in that place. So you've kind of, the choice was to leave behind that institution, yeah, and take your energy somewhere where it would be valued more. I don't know. Something like that. It'll be different for every one of you, Gemini. I'm rambling. This video has gone long. Let's get you a believe in your own magic to finish. Yeah. But it seems like you're heading to a new beginning anyway with the Death card here. And maybe it's a new beginning that just feels a bit steadier somehow than some sort of Hierophant Knight of Wands mix up. Okay. Final word for Gemini, please. Final word for Gemini. Final word for Gemini. Do you know what? I knew it was going to be a 6. I just knew it was going to be a 6. Another 6. So you've got 2 Oracle cards in the beginning that reduce to 6. You've had the 6 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles out. And then you've had a 6 to finish on. I mean, it might be that you're seeing 6s around quite a lot. You know, you might be seeing 666 on car registration plates, or on the run-up to this reading you might have been seeing that, or after this reading you might be seeing that, or you might be waking up at, oh, you can't wake up at 666, what am I on about? However, you know, there's various places we can see these repeating numbers, and I won't be surprised if you're seeing 666, and it's your, it's the love, it's your card. 6 the Lovers is your card as well, Gemini. I don't know if there's any more significance to that I'm not giving you. I just think it's a little bit of a wink from the universe, like I said. Off the top of my head, like, I don't know what the significance of 666 is with like angel numbers. I don't know what it is. But Google it. Google it and see what resonates with you. Well, if you are seeing 666, especially Google it, because it's, you know, it's a nod from the universe. The universe will be trying to tell you something. I suspect the universe will probably be trying to tell you that you're making the right decision to leave something behind, because I'm thinking of like the 6 of Swords and the 6, you know, the six of Wands can feel like leaving something behind. And 6 the Lovers is about, can be about choice as well. So if you've made the choice to kind of leave this behind, which feels like it was difficult for you to leave behind, or move on from it in some way, then it feels like kind of a nod from the universe that the universe is proud of you. Yeah. Let me show you the actual card though. Dragons. Slay them all. It's a nice card. It kind of tells me that you're pretty badass, Gemini. Can you slay them all though? I don't know. You do have to pick your battles in life. Right. I feel like the main reason this card came out was to give you another 6. Okay, Gemini. This has been a lengthy reading. I hope you kind of just had a cup of tea and relaxed with it or something. Yeah. I'd love to hear what you make of it in the comments. Thank you very much, Gemini.